Outside. Okay, this is the holiday mini catalog. And if you do not already have one, just message me. I will put a link on here because we send them out for free, and Tim would love to send you one. Okay, so we are going to go page by page, and this is a really beautiful set back from last year, and notes. I read notes all over. No wonder I can't keep track of them. Oh, and this is part of this bundle. Okay, so Tim, you're going to start off with showing a card that you love. Yes,
I love this.
This is just a stunning card.
This is
Sandy Carlson.
Sandy Carlson, nice job.
And it's from Warm Hugs. And Tim, this goes with the coffee sets. You didn't even know that, and you picked this card out. But these are all things that could go on tags or around a coffee cup with your
warm mugs to you.
Warm mugs to you. Warm hugs to you.
Or warm hugs to you.
We talked about reading, but would that
Sandy,
be cute?
I'm sorry.
But Tim, that would be adorable if you
all season long.
But if you did a thing and you crossed that and did warm mugs to you,
yeah.
I think you just might want to make a card like that. but isn't this a fun fold?
It is.
I love that. And then we have I Like You a Latte, Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. I love that one because that's what I think about in the winter. And then so it's got both Christmas, and You're the Marshmallows to My Cocoa. Oh, Tim, how sweet is that?
Is so
I'm sure you want to make me a card with that. Just sounds just like your style, right? No.
Where do we put these when we're done?
Be cute for your kids. Card. Yes.
Okay.
We'll just put them over there.
I don't have to balance the whole thing with.
No.
Okay, there's a second one on this page.
And now this is Wrapped in Christmas. And notice both of these have lots of words, and and this is another circular one, so it could be like the other. But I think these are just really, really fun. But isn't this pretty? And we just have let's see, Tammy Nelson. And I love it. You can see just a really faint stamping on the background, and then it's run through the settles folder. And I love how she's done this on two of the nested dies. So it's almost like this could be a tag, but it's turned into a card. And I just love how they're kind of swinging like that. So that is very fun. I know I put a thing up saying you just might want a wish list, because we're here to help you plan your holiday cards. So next we have this gift wrap bundle, and this is a punch. So I always love to point out punches because, when you don't need the dies and you can do things.
At some point we'll get to Halloween, so you'll have more than one holiday.
Yes. And here is a card.
Okay, I couldn't put this back together.
You couldn't put this back together?
No,
it just goes like this?
No, it actually tucks in. Read who it's from.
Rose Ward.
Okay, now.
Oh, I see.
It's tricky.
Oh, because it tucks in down there?
No, I don't know where it tucks in.
I think it must have tucked in down there, if it tucked in, because I don't think it's really a tuck-in card.
Okay, this is what I tried to do. I swear.
He's trying to make it complicated. But it's not big. Oh, but it's not big enough to do that. But you see how you could do something? It's not big enough because it just stops right there. But this keeps it closed.
Okay.
So it's kind of a tuck-in.
I'm
really sorry that was so difficult for you, Tim.
I know. Thank you.
He spends hours
Rose,
trying to
did you say this is
cards.
Rose?
Yep.
Okay, Rose, you might want to help us figure this out. How many tucks is this supposed to have? Here and in there? Or just
I think it's
no tucks
a little obvious. I think it's just goes like this.
It's not obvious.
But we love your card, and this is one of those
we
triangle
do.
cards, and I think isn't that fun? How it just goes like that, and this just keeps it there, so it's very fun.
But I still think
Rebecca says, "Oh, trust me, I have a rather large wish list, and some of them will be here on Thursday." Pat likes to see all the ideas, so that's wonderful. We love having you with us. And then the Dove of Hope. I did a whole video on this one. We did one of our Thursday things on this, and made a bunch of cards. And I love this because it's great for sympathy, First Communion, baptism. There's a lot of things you could use a dove for, besides just a Christmas card. But this is a gorgeous Christmas card from Laura Bartow. Isn't that pretty?
It is nice.
And I love how she used, this is one of the new Thinlits. Can't think of the name of it right now, but I thought, what a beautiful shape in the background, and just kind of lightly sponged and gone through the snowflake and the peace, joy, and love. I think that is just really a gorgeous card.
See how difficult it was to choose?
Yes.
They are all so nice.
And now you're actually seeing them more as I talk about them. We were just really quite frantically. Tim did not spend hours doing this. We were quite frantically trying to get them all out of there.
Because why was it? Because Karen stayed out in her Chase Lounge
I
until the
was
very last minute.
enjoying the outs. And Tim was just going to come get me because he thought I forgot
Yeah.
that we had this on tonight. But I didn't forget. Okay, the poinsettias are gorgeous.
Oh, I thought
What
those
a
were
beautiful
poinsettias.
And here is a gorgeous
That is nice.
over the top card by Marianne Grimmer. That is just beautiful, and she's even embossed the inside. But she's embossed in gold, and she's embossed the poinsettia, and I just think she's just done a beautiful job with this. So a great statement card.
And she took 3 separate pearls and put them in a setting.
Yeah, but look at that setting. Look at that beautiful. That's one of the new embellishments. Doesn't that just make a card outstanding? Yes, you might need, I don't even think you could fold this inside out. You might need, it's going to be a little thick, but oh my goodness, this card is worth it. So, that's what you have to look at.
Hand stamped.
I love the Peaceful Nativity, and I'm so glad we have a Nativity back. Just make sure if we can get both of these in. I couldn't believe I did not get a card in a card swap yet. So I have one that I made. We made this on the new catalog party that we had over the thing where I just made a few cards over in the back porch stampers. But I'd made these for swap, and I thought, these white stars are just done with the white craft ink. Isn't that pretty? So they're not embossed. Just gives a very soft, starry-like look on the misty moonlight or whatever it is. And then
in Bethlehem.
And these are just 2 circles, with one being a little bigger and then almost done like a halo effect around. So that is
symbolism.
A fun little card from that. Oh, Deb is saying that Eastern Iowa suffered heavy damage. Oh, I have to look at that reports. I said, boy, the storm was loud here.
Who's that from?
I did this one.
Oh,
We
Karen
got water in our
Titus.
basement for the second time ever. Only a little, but that's how hard driving I
Negligence
think
on
it
my
was.
part.
But, I feel bad for those who had damage, so we'll be looking at that afterwards. And I hear now it's either in Chicago or it's gone through. I'm not sure. Okay, this is Peace and Joy. I used this on one of my Slimline pop-up cards, I realized. But look at this stunning card from Deb Snyder. Now, Tim, this is one to figure. Do you want to figure that one out?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did. Isn't that cool?
It's so cool.
To you and yours. I think what a fun card that is. So that is really cool. Yeah, these are some over-the-top cards, Candy's saying
They
yes.
are. They really are nice.
And some of these stamp sets, I have several cards to go with, but I save them for other Monday nights because, believe me, we have a lot of time that we'll cover on looking at all these cards. But for tonight, I just wanted to go through and give an idea of each card. This is a returning stamp set, so I don't have a card on that, but it's beautiful stamp set and gorgeous paper to go with it. And I do not have one yet from Fireside Trimmings, so I'll have to come up with one if I don't. This one is The Sweetest Time. And what's really fun is it's got these beautiful candles and these dies that have the leaves, and then it also has, so here are the dies. Then it also has these candy canes. So this card is using the candy canes, and how fun is this? And the little For You sticking out, all these little pieces and the popped up berries. This is really beautiful. Shelley Gruber. And, she's embossed the back. So another over-the-top card. Oh, and Flo was saying in New Jersey and New York, they're still without power and cleanup still going on after their tropical storm. Oh, Mother Nature has a lot to contend with. So thoughts go out to all of you busy cleaning up with all this. Here's another one. I cannot believe I do not have one. I almost took the time to make one, but I thought I'll wait because I'm going to do a whole thing on this coming up. As I just love the whole quilt look. But we do have on these other 2. Okay, so here is an adorable one from Susan Miller. On the gnomes, gnomes are so popular. And look how cute this is, this gnome, and not done in Christmas colors, but look at this. There's no place like gnome for the Christmas season. We've got a snowflake, and through that you can see the house. We have the gnome with the little gems. Isn't that lovely? Thought that's just really a fun card. Ooh, Lori, I love your comment. She says the candy cane card reminds her of the 50s Christmas decorations. It does remind us of old time Yeah, old time Christmases, very old fashioned looks. That's really cool. And this one, Don't Stop Believin'. I am loving this set. So I've got this card right here from Patty Chenille. And, there isn't a whole lot of coloring to this. I really love, she just watercolored in just the red and the little bit of the face. So not a lot of work, and it really makes a striking, another very old-fashioned looking Santa. So it's just kind of a vintage looking kind of card.
It's got quite a bit of color for being from the North Pole.
Yeah, yes.
Not a lot of sun.
Yes. So that's very fun and just a nice, easy design. And I love also in the stamp set, just love the other little elf all
wound up.
Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. I just love that one. And then I love this one. Sadly, Frosty's first hot cocoa turned out to be his last. I think those are just very, very fun cards. And that wouldn't need to be a Christmas card, so I think that's pretty fun. Okay, this Coming Home is a great set. Oh, she's been in the tanning booth, Rebecca says.
Yes.
Santa. Yeah, that's what you have to do to get ready. Coming Home is so fun because even the paper has things you can cut out of it. This one is done. Oh, this is one you're going to show, Tim.
Okay.
This is one of yours right here.
Just pull that's Coming Home.
Okay.
No, pull it back.
Tim is the detail person
Which
here.
one's
You
mine?
can tell
This
that
right
one's
one?
yours. Yes. This is really fun.
Look at that. Okay. It is from
Amy Story.
Amy's Story.
Look, and it's a snowy day, and look at the fun. This is with the blends. Isn't that fun coloring? So love how you can do the two-tone looks.
They had a storm, and one of the trees fell on their car.
Yeah, and there they are, but you make the best of it. Speaking of for Christmas. But isn't that fun? I think this would be a fun set to do with kids too. Just have these things out and make a lot of fun cards. So
Very nice.
and the dies work with both these images and also images in the paper. So you get double use out of it, which is really fun because I love that too. So that is awesome. This is a returning stamp set, but since I did get a card from it, I'm going to show it. So glad to have this back. Last year, this was so popular, and they ran out of the punches, so we couldn't sell it anymore. And they said it'd be back. They couldn't get any in time for the season. I think of this set primarily as not a Christmas set. So I like to point the words all have to do with Christmas. But I just see this, and so does that one little hat in there. But I think of this much more as a birthday, any masculine card, anything like this. But here is a great Christmas card by Denise Kessler. And notice, we have a couple of cards with this kind of a fold out. Isn't that fun? Just for a little different. She's just using the punch. So she didn't stamp it first. So I love that this punch can go either way. You can stamp first or just use it as a silhouette like that. So that's just really beautiful. Mr. Moose. Yes, Renee.
Let's
Mr.
talk
Moose.
about that ribbon. That is unbelievable. It's got
Like the little flecks?
yes.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? It is very pretty ribbon, and it just kind of goes with that. And I love the plaids, too. We have this great plaid set for...
Which one is this? What's that?
And that's another embossing folder that was used on one of the other cards, with the one with candy cane. So just fun. And another new thing. All these little things make such a difference. So that's always fun. Okay, now we have North Pole Wonder. And we've got the stamp set and the dies. If you can see the dies here. But look how pretty this is. Okay, here's one using just the dies. So we're not even using the stamps. But isn't that pretty? This die is in there too. And look how pretty the reindeer is without stamp first. And just with that etching right in there. And then done in the greens. I think this is just really pretty. And this is Beth Tetzlaff. It's a beautiful card, just gold and green, just really, yes, this could be a birthday card too. You're right, this would make a great birthday card. So that's just really a fun idea. And then this one is Cherish the Season, and it has dies with it and the Christmas ornaments. And I love what Rumi Radomski did with this. See, this is the new brushed metallic paper. Isn't that stunning? So it's not, again, it's not colored in, but just the leaves and the part of the background, and using that snowflake paper. It just gives a really lovely look.
If you shake it, does it?
Yeah, it
bells
feels
ring?
like it should, but I just don't think it will. And then we have, I do not have one on this. This is an easy two-step stamping. It's Joyful Holly. But I do have, this is For Unto Us. So these are all religious sayings, except for the Merry Christmas. But we've got Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Glory to the Newborn King, Christmas Begins with Christ, For Unto Us a Child is Born. So really some fun things. And I love this card. This is simple. Oh, Holly Sutton, our very own, my VA. This is her card. But I thought, how pretty is this? So we just have the words, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Got the snowy embossing folder, and the detail with the navy. So just a very simple but elegant navy and white card. Oh, the black and glitter ribbon. Thank you. Judy's asking about that. It is in the main catalog. Someone can put up the page with the ribbons, but it's on there. So it's just very fun. And it's fun to just kind of have a dramatic black ribbon. But isn't that lovely with the navy and white? Next, oh, the Snowflake Wishes. This is an amazing set, and it has beautiful papers to go with it. I'm loving these papers because they're all shades of blue, and then they also have some of the, what is it, the purple pose, the Highland Heather in it. So it's just a fun contrast. I mean, look at those colors. So all of these are like shades of blues, and then we've got kind of the blue-green, and then the purple. So very fun for winter.
That's a shade of blue?
A blue-green, pool party, Costa Chromatic, kind of, okay. Okay, and here, oh, see, this is another card, like I just mentioned, how we've seen Kathy Seal. Kathy's on my team. She might be on here. But another card that just opens like this, and I thought, isn't that fun? And, the dies with this, if you notice, you have like outside dies, inside dies, all kinds of interesting dies. So she's done this.
So what do you think you do with that big chunk of paper right there?
Oh, we can think of all kinds of things to do with it, Tim. Is that what you would want to play with that? Figure
Maybe.
what you do with the leftovers, so it's not wasteful. But do you see how this is an imprint die, and you see the paper under it? This is one that's popped out. So I just love that there's this variety. And then the papers have just some beautiful things, too. Les says it's the favorite in the catalog. I guess it's Tony that actually said that, not Les, but whoever. And then we have Snow Wonder. Always need a snowman. I think I'll have to figure out a way to cover this up because I think of snowmen again, not necessarily for Christmas. I just love them for winter cards. But you could easily put something on to decorate his hat, right? With something else. But I think how pretty is this? And here's another fun full card. It opens like that and then like this. This is Patty Chenille. And I wanted to point out how she has done the snowy embossing just on half of this so that there's a smooth part to put her message, but also to write. You could put just like a smaller stamp and then write below it. But so it's a fun contrast. So this is part of the seeing it from the front, the part that you're going to see. So isn't that fun? And then these are the nesting dies just looped over up at the top to make the side. And you could take something like this and make it a side fold. You can make it anything.
I got to say something. Mm-hmm. That little piece of holly does not make it a Christmas card.
You're right. It doesn't.
No.
It's my mind.
It is.
It's my mind thinking of holly as Christmas. You're right. It's not. So, therefore, it's not necessarily a Christmas card. You can forget what I said. I will use it the way it is. But I do love snowman. And this is an interesting snowman because this looks a little, was all kind of like shaded in. Well, actually, I have some fun ideas in mind for that. So, but way too many ideas, way too little time. But don't you guys all feel like that? I said, that's what we crafters do. Okay, warm and toasty. Love this. Here's let's see. This card is Lisa Bowell. And look at how cute this is. So this one is done. Warm and toasty wishes to you. And we've got the wrapped up reindeer. Now, I love this big guy. Several of these and this do not need to be Christmas either. I always like to point that out because they could be singing Happy Birthday. So I think these would be just great winter cards in general. And the same with this. And warm and toasty wishes to you doesn't need to be Christmas either. So I think those are really fun. So fun set. And our next card is from Linda MacArthur, who's also on my team. It's pretty fun. in the pines. I love anything to do with trees.
That's because she lives in the pines.
And she does. She lives in the pines. She lives in the Northwoods, so it really fits. But you see, we have all kinds of different dyes, and I haven't played with this one yet, and then all kinds of different stamps. And this is her card. Love this color. This is the shaded spruce. And do you see how this is the tree embossing folder behind it. Rebecca says she was thinking the same as you, Tim, but she understood how I was brought up that way, and I think of it as a Christmas flower. You know, it's interesting, and it really just shouldn't be, so I have to rethink that. That's great. I think even the colors, the red and green, how it's always been that. So, see, I learned something new today. I'm broadening my horizon.
Becky Lynn and I have been known to think alike.
Yeah, that's right. And then the inside, she's got the little finishing touch on the inside. So that is lovely. Oh, next we have for you, Tim.
For me.
Beautiful autumn over here.
Ooh, look at this.
Oh, losing the name. This is Megan Hurst.
Look at this.
What a cool little technique. Do you see the wreath she's made?
And it's kind of popped up, so there's some depth to it.
So she's just done a circle, and then she's used, this is a punch, you guys, and the punch works, yes, and this is from the paper. She's punched from the paper. You'll see in the stamp set, you'll never run out because you can also stamp both inside and outside and then punch. But the paper itself also has several sheets that punch out. I love what she did with that. And then she just made a wreath by building around the open circle. And she has this fun embossing in the corner. So
very nice.
And Rebecca says, we think a lot alike, Tim. Be scared, everyone. Be very scared.
That is true.
And this is another great stamp set from last year. So I don't have a new card for that. But Gather Together is awesome. I love anything to do with leaves.
Thank you, Megan. That was nice.
Mm-hmm. Now we have Autumn Goodness. So we're still looking at autumn here. This one, I love the fence in there. We're not using the fence, but my favorite die in this is the fence. But I just love all these different pieces. And this is really a lovely card, of course, by Sandra Mentz. And this is with another fun fold. A lot of these we've done in the fun fold classes we've done. You guys remember this? But I think this is really lovely. I love how she did that. And do you see how this paper, the cardstock, is just cut off here? So this is the base cardstock. And then she's tucked under. You know, usually, I'm just trying to describe that. We'll often do something cut there, and then we put some kind of accent. I'm digging a hole here, Tim. I'm not going anywhere.
I can't help
But
it.
I love how this is, you cut it off short, and then you tuck this thing under it, and you have a whole different look to a card. And you've got the fancy sides, but you open it, and there's your place to write. Okay, and then this is my favorite fall set for sure, and this is what we did on our last Thursday on our video where we make a bunch of cards with the stamp set. We did Love of Leaves and a whole bunch of different things with it. Love it, love the dies, and here's another gorgeous card done with it. This is by Monica Gilberti. And look at how the leaves, see how it's stamped? They look like watercolor. They stamp like that, and then you can cut them out, and I just love her different layering here. It's just very fun. And it says, your friendship is something I know I can count on. Which is just really, these are some fun words. We also have hope changes everything. I thought of you today. I'm so glad you're in my life. So just some fun words. Mm-hmm.
You know what they've really upped their game on is ribbon.
Yeah, isn't that pretty ribbon, Tim?
It is.
It's just, I don't know if you can see it. It's almost like a basket stitch weave. I don't know what it's called, or embossed or something, but it's really lovely.
Very nice.
Next, we have Autumn Greetings. I do not have one. What I love about Autumn Greetings, I'm just going to say this because I will do some card. I love that. Look at this card. It's made from the dies from this. Again, without even using the stamps. And I send out a free card kit if you place a minimum $50 order in my online store each month. And I always send these types of cards that you can add whatever words you have, because so I always look at dies and think, oh yes, that would be a fun one to use, because sometimes it's fun to look at that. Now, Life is Beautiful, and this is inspired by $1 Million Achiever million dollar sales achiever, Leanne Greff. And this card is by Lisa Schmid, who's also in my group. How about that? But look how pretty autumn card. And see how she's used both the circles and the leaves. Isn't that fun? And there's some of the ground, so definitely we don't feel that autumn chill yet. But you know, when it comes, and then she's popped up the birdhouse. But this is just really, I love anything to do with trees, of course. So that is an awesome one. And now we're into Halloween, so now we can be very scared. This Halloween Night Magic by Kim Vogel. This is a pretty ornate. This is really interesting paper. I was just going to show this paper here too from the other page. Look at that, is very unique Halloween paper. It's not just your typical, it's not cutesy at all. And then we have this spider web thing. So it's just kind of a fun, and then we've got, you know, it's quite ornate. So this one actually just uses the dies. So look at that in the black glitter paper. How cool is that? And then some of the paper. So it's kind of a dark, moody Halloween card is kind of what I think of it. So isn't that fun?
So the black glitter paper starts out glittered?
Yes, it starts this way.
That's cool.
And see, so this is a stamp, but she just used the dies. And I thought that is just really beautiful. So I love that. So we'll have more Halloween ideas coming up soon. Mm-hmm.
More ribbon. Look at that.
Yeah, and this is really fun ribbon. It's kind of like this.
It's like mesh.
Meshy pull apart. Yeah, very much like mesh. Now I'm surprised I don't have one with this stamp set yet. And I love the cat, and I love this one. I love these two in particular out of this, but
Seriously?
Don't have one yet.
Is the owl upside down?
Do you think that's an owl, Tim?
What is it?
Isn't it a bat?
Oh.
I think it's a bat. What do you guys think? Hanging
bats
upside down?
Hanging upside down. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are bats.
No,
But that really looks like an owl.
Okay, an owl with a superhero cloak hanging upside down. There could be a story in there.
I think there is.
Yes, Kathy, I've mailed out all the mystery boxes for July orders, so shoot me a message if you haven't got one. Let me figure out what happened to yours. Or I'll send you another one. Sometimes nowadays the mail is
It probably
so odd.
bears repeating if we told our bat story.
Oh, we have a bat story? Oh, we do have a bat story.
Our first year of marriage, we were staying in this little duplex, Effie's duplex.
It was our
Sisters.
house. That was our apartment, yeah.
Yes. And yes, it was our
And Tim talked in his sleep all the time. And I warned Effie, the elderly woman that lived below, if you ever hear me yelling at Tim during the night, I just want you to know we're not fighting. I'm trying to wake him up from his sleep talking.
I had a lot to talk about because I was a newlywed. Anyway, I said, Karen, there's a bat in our room. And she says, shut up and go back to sleep. And then she saw it.
And then I saw it and I did one of the covers and said, I won't doubt you. And Tim did it. So, you know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. So this is the die that was behind the dove card. And I was saying it was a new die and we couldn't think of it, but isn't that pretty? Right there. So it's another set of dies in the gorgeous plaid papers. Oh my, I had a card with this. I don't know what happened to it. I think it fell out. So we'll wait on that. That'll have to wait till another time. And I don't have this either, the turnarounds, but we do have Everything Essential here as a Halloween card. And this is Kathy Chapman. Oh, and she used another. We're coming up on that one. Isn't that a lovely inside of a card? So she's using two stamp sets because she's got this and this. Oh, well, that's good. So it's kind of, not this one. Oh, okay, there's another one. When we come back to it, I'll set that one aside because how fun is that? Here is the Have a Hoot, which is the stamp set. If you make cute Halloween cards, but you want to have them be not just for Halloween, this is an adorable set. Because we have Halloween, we also have Christmas, and we also could just be a winter birthday thinking of you. But I love this. I think this is just awesome. And we have the spider web. Last week I was showing how to sponge the spider web to make it stand out. Do you see that's what's been done on this card too? And isn't he just the cutest little cute thing? Have a hoot on Halloween. I love that. And this is Marissa Alvarez.
So that's not a face covering. That was pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID. I know. Now it's a perfect
Yeah, it is.
COVID Halloween card. I hadn't thought of it, but it is.
It is.
It is all covered up like that. That's perfect. Could make that card. And that. Oh, Angie, you get bats that come to your fig tree for food. Oh, and bats are.
Good
They
for
eat
us.
mosquitoes. They're good for us. You just
Yeah.
have to be aware that dipping in the. They just dip down in the late night being outside. I'm always just aware of that. But we learn to appreciate them. This is Mary Ellen Bellis, and this is using the Festive Post. These all go with the new postage stamp punch. This is probably my favorite new punch that I couldn't be without. But how cool is this? See, she stamped this and then this over it. And then we have this. So you could use all of these. Any of these fit. So you would have all kinds of occasions. So this is a Christmas card. But you notice we can do Halloween, Valentine's. So very fun.
I might have to make one of these for my friends at the post office.
Oh, yes. Yes. Tim has, and on the inside, she has a little thing. Yes, he's got friends, at the post office. Because we give them a lot of business. But they would appreciate that. I think that's really a very fun idea.
And
Or if you give to your letter carrier.
did you see
As
her
we
this
always
week?
give. Yep. We
have a friend in UPS too.
Yeah, but for all of those, or if you give gifts to your mail carriers, which we always give coffee, they'll be perfect. Tim, you'll be in charge of
Yes.
making the cards for that, because that is
Yes.
perfect. See, I'm glad we do this together. He wouldn't even know what was in here. Lots to celebrate. And Susie Wood is the million sales achiever that inspired this. And what's really awesome, it goes with the jar of flowers. So this, again, is a punch. And of course, we also have the domes. So I love what they did here. Oh, they put the house, one of the houses in there. So here's one using it for Season's Greetings. Let's see who did this card. Susie Wood. I think I'm showing two by her tonight. Now, how fun is this? And you can see this just expands. If you already have it for a jar of flowers, and this is just a fun way to expand it to lots of other occasions. So we have birthday, Season's Greetings, lots of loves. We have Valentine's, sending hugs.
So are you saying this is $1 million earner?
Yeah, inspired. They're inspired by, we just give ideas. But I love how she's just done these and with the strips on the side. And again, this is like on a tag. So this would be an adorable tag if you're one of those people that actually makes canned like jams and jellies or salsas and all that. Wouldn't that just be a perfect little Christmas tag? Oh, I like that. That'd be great. But I don't think that's us. So I know it's not us. Okay. And then let's see. I had one more. Oh, okay. This is by Janie Backer. Can never have too many coffee cup things. This is Press On, and this was inspired by Joyce Farraco for her set. Business fun, easily made into a fun Christmas card look. And notice we've got all these coffee cups, and they're not colored in, so you just don't ever need to do that.
Read some of the quotes for this.
All you need is confidence and lots of coffee. Hope your day is full of perks. Oh, I love that one. A cup of thanks. Coffee is always a good idea. A very, very fun set. And I actually showed a card with this that I had made, but it's not here right now either. I think that's it, but we forgot one, and I don't know what page this is on. But this is another one that I showed because I didn't have it. I must have just skipped over it. But we do have a stamp set that has a fun little cat and this. So just some fun animals. So I just wanted to point that out too. Yes. I'm not even sure when my inspired $1 million stamp set is. I don't know if it's coming out in this next catalog or next year's catalog. That's how little I know. If you need a catalog, I'm putting the link above. Do it and we'll send them. We've got lots of catalogs here ready to go out. We'd had a little mix up on some, but they've all been sent out now. So just be sure to click on that if you want that.
And this is it.
And on Thursday, we'll be back at 1 o'clock where we'll be making cards. We love doing this twice a week. So on Monday nights, we chat over cards. And there's just really no prep.
I still have to ask Karen. So what are we doing tonight?
I know. Every time when we're ready, goes, am I making something tonight? And I'll say, it's Monday night. What are you doing Monday night? All you have to do is pick a card. Thursdays during the day, you show up and I give him his, 10-second thing. Here's what you're going to be making, so go for it. And then he changes it up anyway, so it's all good. So thank you, and thank you guys for sharing. That is the Festive Corners, page 66. Let me just check that out because, yes, this is what I was going to show. Yes, the rest of this card, those Festive Corners, which are just really fun. And fun on the insides of cards, like on this one. So just fun little add-on things to have. So we appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Thursday.
And
let me know if you need a catalog, if you need help ordering. You can just call and talk to Tim if you like.
Yes.
And tell him,
And
because he loves to chat.
we're not gray enough. We had to wear like gray clothes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. For the holiday catalog, I think that we're a little drab, not too festive, but thanks. Okay, time to go.
Why didn't you tell me to wear red?
Time to go.
Red and green.
I shut this off. Getting
Okay.
Tim away from the camera.
And
Maybe he wants to sit and stamp,
Yeah, maybe.
But we appreciate you guys so much. Thanks. See you on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.